Welcome back to the Seery Poetry Library. Here we have some classic poems, a book I just grabbed off the shelf. Randomly searching, and I found one by Arthur O'Shaughnessy. Hope I'm saying it right. Probably not. This is called Ode. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams, wandering by lone sea breakers and sitting by desolate streams, world losers and world forsakers on whom the pale moon gleams, yet we are the movers and shakers of the world forever, it seems. With wonderful, deathless ditties, we build up the world's great cities, and the fabulous story we fashion in empire's glory. One man with a dream at pleasure shall go forth and conquer a crown, and three with a new song's measure can trample an empire down. We, in the ages lying in the buried past of the earth, built Nineveh with our sighing, and Babel itself with our mirth, and overthrew them with prophesying to the old new world's worth. For each age is a dream that is dying, or one that is coming to birth. It's a good one. Let's make a note so in case we randomly come along again, we don't actually read this one accidentally again. Let's go a little further here. We've got, again, randomly, because these poems should be like music that you turn on a radio and they're playing a song that you've never heard before. Maybe it's one you've heard a million times, but it surprises you. That's what I want poetry to do. It's not just for a certain group of people to enjoy. These words are for all people all over the world. So let's enjoy them together. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Thomas Campion. Let's see what we got by him. Beauty is not bound. Give beauty all her right. She's not to one form tied. Each shape yields fair delight where her perfections bide. Helen, I grant, might pleasing be, and Rosamond was as sweet as she. Some of the quick eye commends, some swelling lips and red. Pale looks have many friends, though sacred sweetness bred. Meadows have flowers that pleasures move, though roses are the flowers of love. Free beauty is not bound to one unmoved clime. She visits every ground and favors every time. Let the old loves with mine compare. My sovereign is as sweet and fair. Let's read another one by him, by Campion. This is called Corinna. When to hear lute Corinna sings, her voice revives the laden strings, and doth in highest notes appear as any challenge echo clear. But when she doth of morning speak, even with her sighs, the strings do break. And as her lute doth live or die, led by her passion, so must I. For when of pleasure she doth sing, my thoughts enjoy a sudden spring. But if she doth of sorrow speak, even from my heart the strings do break. That's good stuff. This is a great book. A treasury of great poems, English and American. Fantastic, 700 poems in here. And it basically goes Journey of the Magi's in there. We've got Very Like a Whale. We've got lots of good stuff. This is an old book. 50 cents at the time of publishing. I love old books. Oh, man. Give me your old books. If you have old poetry books, comic books, or books about cinema, and you don't want them anymore, I'll take them. I just love this stuff. The older, the better. Out of print. I'm not going to sell it on eBay. I just want to have it. I just am a hoarder for books. It's quite upsetting. But it's great. And I'll never get to them all, but I just love having them, you know? It's great. I'm also a DVD hoarder, too, quite a bit. Although a lot of DVDs I've recently given to Goodwill and to friends, things that I'm never going to watch again or that I'm not interested in anymore. I pretty much given up. I'm the same way with books. I like having a lot of books because I like to give a lot of books. I like to lend a book to a friend and say, here, take this book. It's great. And I only lend out stuff that I can afford to lose. I'll lend out a book and basically, like, if I never see you again, this book is my gift to you. You know, I'm the same way with DVDs too. I remember the movie Once came out in 2007 it was. If you haven't seen Once, this Irish film, you have to see it. It's a masterpiece. It's one of the greatest movies I'd ever seen in my life. I bought it on DVD. I bought 2 copies because when I love a movie, I always buy 2 copies. And then one time, Walmart was selling it in the $5 bin. And I bought like about 5 or 6 copies. And I would just give it to people. I would just, you know, it's like the type of movie that's so good, you want to just go to the boardwalk and hand it out to people like it's a gospel message. You know, it's just such a beautiful film, and more people needed to see it. But I remember buying about 6, 7 copies, and just random friends, like, you're going to love this movie. Here, I bought it for you. You know, it's on me. You've got to see this film. And there are certain movies like that, and that's definitely one to see. I like all of John Carney's movies. He tends to make a very similar film each time, a boy, a girl, and music, and I'm a sucker for it every time. I love it. But, yeah, so everybody keep reading, keep writing. It's a new year. Let's all, you know, get together. Let's put all our differences behind us. Let's fight this virus that's threatening our lives. And just strive to make a more beautiful world and a more loving world. Like I said, live, laugh, and love. And the greatest of these is laugh. You know, basically, it's the most important thing. Let's not post our negative feelings. Let's not post our negative energies on social media or at our jobs or in our places of worship. Let's always try and put our best self forward and keep moving and carry on. Thank you all. God bless you in the new year. You'll be seeing very little of me on the channel from now on because I have to finish writing a novel. It's my New Year's resolution for this year to finish my novel, Lost on a Wave. The poems will find their way into the novel in the appendices. And I think it's very interesting to take a story that was once a screenplay. Then it became a series of poems, 15 pages, and now it's becoming a novel. And I figured out a way of taking the more supernatural elements of the poem and incorporating them into the novel, which was a very big challenge. Something I had no idea how to do until today. And I'm very happy. I believe it's a big breakthrough in the book. So again, hope to finish the book by the end of this year and hope I can get it published. I think I'll have an easier time publishing this book than I ever had trying to sell a screenplay. Because as you know, trying to sell a screenplay is like winning the lottery while getting struck by lightning. Unless you have an uncle or somebody in the business to help you, it's like blind luck that you ever make it in the movie business. I'm not trying to discourage anyone that wants to work on films. There's more opportunities now than when I started. You have all this great television and streaming shows that you didn't have in the 90s. But be wary of traps and pitfalls and things that you may try to do that fail. Listen, there's no such thing as a failed artist. You just have to find the right way to express yourself. And this is not something that we should ever strive to be rich. We should never try and think, well, I'm not as successful as this guy because his books sell this many copies, or her CDs do so well, or this person's popular on YouTube, or anything like that. No, anything good is good. Anything that's gold stays gold. It doesn't matter how many views or how many subscribers or how much money you make or don't make. If the work is good, it'll endure. What's gold stays gold. So stay gold for 2021. Love you all. Peace.